this online class. So let us start. First of all, one example, 98 whole square. What is this? How we can solve this? We are of course not going to multiply 98 by 98. Okay, another method. Suppose what we are doing, we write this as 100 minus 2 its whole square, because 100 minus 2 is 98. Okay, now one identity we remember, a minus b its whole square, that is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? So how to solve this? Becomes 100 whole square minus 2 into a is 100 into b is 2 plus b square mean 2 its whole square, right? So this way answer is 100, again two zeros, minus 2 into 2 400 plus 2 into 2 4. So this becomes 1000 plus 4 minus 400. Very easily now, 4069. So 9604 is the result. Now next, suppose the question is, what is the value of 999 whole raised to power 3? So cube. Again we can convert this like this, 1000 minus 1 whole raised to power 3. Now we recall the identity a minus b whole raised to power 3, and that is equal to a power 3 minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b raised to power 3, like this. Similarly, if we have the question, what is 1004 its whole power 3, then what we do here 1000 plus 4 whole raised to power 3, and we apply the identity a plus b whole raised to power 3, that is equal to a power 3 plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b raised to power 3, like this. All this we have already studied in our previous class, that is class 10. Now let us see how, if we increase the power, what happens if we take the power 9 here, what happens if power is 31? Okay, then certainly we need one rule. Okay, only this a minus b whole raised to power 3 or a minus b whole power 2, they cannot work here. Okay, so one thing is common, a minus b, a plus b mean to say two numbers, thereafter outside the bracket raised to power. Okay, index is something. So this way we can say binomial. Binomial mean two. Okay, two numbers, in between there is plus or minus, and index power is some number, some integer, some positive integer. Okay, so this is the topic of the day, binomial theorem. Here first of all we are going to discuss about binomial theorem for positive integral indices. What are they? We just start with two unknown numbers. Suppose they are a and b. A plus b whole raised to power, we start from 0, and we know that if a plus b is not equal to 0, then something finite, non finite quantity, non zero quantity, index is 0, power is 0, then result is equal to 1. Similarly, if we take a plus b whole raised to power 1, then of course the answer is a plus b. Similarly, if we take a plus b whole raised to power 2, then the result is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now if we take a plus b whole raised to power 3 is equal to, this becomes a power 3 plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b raised to power 3, like this. Okay, we can proceed so on. Now let us see what is the index and what are the coefficients. When index is 0, power is 0, then what are the coefficients? Coefficients, they are 1, 1. Coefficient of a, only one term is there in answer, we have 1. If index is 1, then coefficients are, coefficient of a is 1 and coefficient of b is also 1. If index is 2, then coefficient of a square is 1, coefficient of ab is 2 and coefficient of b square is 1. When index is 3, then coefficient of a power 3 is 1, next coefficient is 3, next coefficient is again 3 and next coefficient is 1. Now there is a certain relationship between the coefficients. Now what is the name of this relationship? Pascal, one mathematician, introduced the relationship. What is that? Let us see. According to Pascal, first of all we take 0 as the power, that is the index. Then coefficient is 1. Next we take the index as 1. Then we have 1, 1, 1. When index is 2, then what happens? This we start with 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2 and we write here 1. Beginning and last number, they are same. Now next, when index is 3, what happens? We write first of all 1, then 1 plus 2, this is 3, 2 plus 1 is also 3, lastly we write 1. When index is 4, then what happens? We start with 1, this 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4 and lastly we write 1. Okay, next index is 5, so we write first of all 1, then 1 plus 4 is 5, then 4 plus 6 is 10, 6 plus 4 is also 10, 4 plus 1 is 5 and lastly we write 1. Similarly, when index is 6, then we start with 1, next is 1 plus 5 is 6, 5 plus 10 is 15, 10 plus 10 is 20, 10 plus 5 is 15, 5 plus 1 is 6, lastly we write 1. Okay, so this way what are the coefficients? It means from here what we can say? We can say what is a plus b whole raised to power 6, because 6 is the index. So it means we write first of all a raised to power 6 plus, next coefficient is 6, so we write here 6. Now the power of a will decrease. First of all this was 6, a power 6, now this will become 5. Okay, now b power will increase, power of a will decrease by 1 and power of b will increase by 1 in each next term. Next coefficient is 15, so we write here 15. Now a power 5, this becomes a power 4. Next is b power is increasing, so this becomes 2. Next coefficient is 20, so we write 20, a raised to power, this was 4, now this is 3, b power becomes 3, increasing. Next coefficient is 15, so plus 15, a power, this is decreasing, after 3 this becomes 2 and b power is increasing, after 3 this becomes 4. So next is a power, coefficient is 6, so a power, this is 1, b power is 5, lastly b raised to power 6. So what is the relationship? A power 6, a power 5, b power 1, sum is 6, a power 4, b power 2, sum is 6, a power 3, b power 3, plus is 6, a power 2, b power 4, plus then 6, a power 1, b power 5, 1 plus 5, 6. Every term the sum of powers is 6. So this is the relationship. So from this triangle is called Pascal's triangle. Pascal's triangle mean to say we can extend this triangle. After index 6 we can take index 7, 8, 9 and so on. We can proceed, okay, at infinite numbers. This way we can have the triangle. Triangle mean we can collect the coefficients of the binomial expansion. Okay, here one thing is very important. This is one, last one, 6 6 15 15 20 in the middle. Taking index 5, then what is there? 1 1 5 5 10 10. When index is 4, 1 1 4 4 6. When index is 3, 1 1 3 3. Like this we see that the coefficients from the beginning, coefficients from the last, they are same. Okay, now one formula I recall. What is that? NCR. What is this? NCR mean n factorial divide n minus r factorial into r factorial. Now consider this index c as equal to n. So what happens? First of all, 6c, the very first term, this is 0. Okay, what is the meaning of this? 6 factorial divide 6 minus 0 factorial into 0 factorial. What is the meaning of this? This means 6 factorial divide 6 minus 0 is 6 factorial and 0 factorial value is 1. So 6 factorial divide 6 factorial is 1. So what we can say? This 1 we can write as equal to 6c0. Now next we take 6c1. So meaning of this is 6 factorial divide 6 minus 1 factorial into 1 factorial. That means 6 factorial divide 6 minus 1 is 5 factorial. 1 factorial mean 1. Again this is equal to 6 into 5 factorial divide 5 factorial. 5 factorial cancelled. What we are left with? This is 6. So mean to say this 6 we can also write this as 6c1. Next, this should be 6c2. Let us see whether the result is same or not. 6 factorial divide 6 minus 2, that is 4 factorial into 2 factorial, that is equal to 6 into 5 into up to 4 factorial, because 4 factorial is available in the denominator, so that cancellation we can apply. 4 factorial into 2 factorial means 2 into 1. Now 4 factorial cancelled. 2 into 3 6, 3 into 5 is 15. So yes, 15, it's okay. We can name this 15 as 6c2. 6c0, 6c1, 6c2. Now this should be 6c3. Now let us see whether the result is 20 or not. 6 factorial divide 6 minus 3 is 3 factorial into 3 factorial. What is the result? 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. Now this denominator 3 factorial, because this will be cancelled. This 3 factorial mean 3 into 2 into 1. 3 factorial cancelled. 3 into 2 is 6 cancelled. 5 into 4 is 20. So what we see? 20 is the result. Mean to say 20 can be written as 6c3. Now next is 15. 15, now according to this sequence, what should be? 6c0, 6c1, 6c2, 6c3. It should be 6c4. Let us see whether the result is 15 or not. This becomes 6 factorial divide 6 minus 4 is 2 factorial into 4 factorial. So this becomes 6 into 5 into up to 4 factorial. Because this is 4 factorial, we can cancel this. 2 factorial means 2 into 1 into this 4 factorial. 4 factorial cancelled. 2 into 3, 6. 3 into 5 is 15. Yes, 15 is there. It means 6C4 value is 15. Now what about this 6? This 6 should be 6C after 4, this is 5. So let us see what happens. 6 factorial divide 6 minus 5 is 1 factorial into 5 factorial, that is equal to 6 into 5 factorial divide 1 factorial value is 1, 5 factorial as it is, 5 factorial cancelled, 6 is the answer. So 6, we can write 6C5 equal to 6. Now lastly this is 1. 1 means 6C6. So what happens? This is 6 factorial divide 6 minus 6 is 0 factorial into 6 factorial. 6 factorial cancelled, 1 divide 0 factorial is also 1. So 1 is the answer. So 1 means 6C6. Now this is applicable for all numbers. Okay, this rule is applicable for all numbers. So mean to say, if we have a plus b whole raised to power 6, then what we can write? We can write this way: 6c0 into a raised to power 6 b raised to power 0. Next is this term 6c1 a raised to power 5 into b raised to power 1. Next is plus 6c2 a raised to power 4 b raised to power 2. Next is plus 6c3 a raised to power 3 b raised to power 3. Next is plus 6c4 a power 2 b raised to power 4. Next is 6c after 4, this is 5, a power 1 b power 5. Last is 6c6 a power 0 b raised to power 6, this way. Okay, similarly we can get one general result. What is that? This is about a plus b whole raised to power n. In place of 6 we are writing n. So what the right side is, we can write this way: nc0 a power n b raised to power 0, first term. Second term, nc1 a power 1 decreased, n minus 1, 1 power is increased of this b raised to power 1. Next is nc2 a raised to power n minus 2 b raised to power 2, and so on. Lastly what we see, this is nc, we write here n minus 1. Okay, a raised to power, this difference n minus minus plus 1, b raised to power this power 2 was there, so b power 2, so b raised to power n minus 1. And last term is ncn a power 0 b raised to power n, right? So this general expansion of this binomial, this is called binomial theorem. Okay, here one very important conclusion we see. What is that? This is nc0 value is 1, also last value is nc1 ncn, this is also equal to 1. Next, second is nc1 is equal to n is equal to ncn minus 1, this one. Okay, this was 6 1 1 6 6 15 15. Next we can say nc2 is equal to n into n minus 1 upon 2 factorial is equal to ncn minus 2. Like this we can proceed. Now based on this, let us have one example, one question. Using binomial theorem, evaluate the this value 102 raised to power 5. So first of all what we do, we write here 102 whole raised to power 5. This we can say this is equal to 100 plus 2 whole raised to power 5. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? This means we can say this is equal to 5c0 100 raised to power 5 into 2 raised to power 0. Next is 5c1 100 raised to power 4 into 2 raised to power 1. Next is plus 5c2 100 raised to power 3 and 2 raised to power 2. Next is 5c3 100 raised to power 2 2 raised to power 3. Next is 5c4 100 raised to power 1 into 2 raised to power 4. Last is 5c5 100 raised to power 0 into 2 raised to power 5. This way. Okay, now what we know about the values, the coefficients, we know that we can use here Pascal's triangle because index is 5. So again I'm writing that Pascal's triangle. What was that? This was 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 because index is 5. So we write here 1 1 plus 1 is 2, then 1 1 plus 2 is 3, then this becomes 2 plus 1 is 3, then this is 1 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4, next one index is 4 here. Now 1 again, 1 plus 4 is 5, 4 plus 6 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, 4 plus 1 is 5, next is last 5 1. Okay, so mean to say the value of 5c0 is 1. Okay, this way the value of 5c0 is 1. This is 100 raised to power 5, 2 raised to power 0 is 1, plus 5c1 is 5 into 100 raised to power 4 into 2, plus 5c2 value is 10 into 100 raised to power 3 into 2 raised to power 2, plus next is 5c3, this is also 10, 100 raised to power 3, this is 2 into 2 raised to power 3, plus after 10 this is 5. Now index coefficient 5 into 100 raised to power 1 into 2 raised to power 4, last coefficient is 1, 1 into 100 raised to power 0 is 1, and last is 2 raised to power 5. Now last conclusion is 100 raised to power 5 mean this is equal to 1 power 1 power 2 power 3 power 4 power 5. Okay, here 5 into 2 10, 10 here again power 4 mean 1 power 2 3 4 powers. 5 into 2 is 10, so this 0 10 into 10 we write here, right? So this is plus symbol. Next is 2 into 2 4, 4 into 10 40, so 40 into first of all power 3 is 1 power 2 power 3 power, 40 into 40 mean 40. Next term is this 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 10 80, right? Here first of all 0 2 power 2 times into 80, right? Next is 2 into 2 4, 4 into 4 16, 16 into 5 again 80, 80, so this is 0 0 into 80 mean this 80. Last is 2 raised to power 5, this is 32, right? Now adding this the result is 2 3 0 8 0 8 0 4 0 1 1. So this is the way very simply we can solve the question using binomial theorem. Okay, so this Pascal's triangle is very important. We can find the coefficients of the expanded terms of the binomial expansion. That's all. Thank you very much.